Fog in this match. Oh, hey.
A lot of those offlaners are
choices are off the table. Yeah, you look at
what about
his 5 most played heroes are all off the table.
Yeah.
What about the old Darks here? Whatever happened to him?
No.
Bit of the whole vacuum into Torrent.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
By.
I was looking at Roger. For general, the Nature's Prophet and the Beastmaster are still available, and I think. Oh wow!
Oh, the Venge Shadow Fiend.
Venge.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw Mineski running this a bit a while back.
Yeah, this is
double auras, so that damage.
Question for you, Fogged. Do you actually think about aggro Triner on the Venge and putting General on it?
10 seconds remaining.
Or do you just play safe and put Crystallize?
Sure, it's just gonna be Crystallize.
I would think it'd just be that safe.
We've seen Na'Vi do it before. We've just Crystallize on it.
I kind of like the aggro try potential here, but I think you guys are ready. It's a lot more stable.
I mean, they might still go aggro try, but with Crystallize playing
just put Crystallize on it,
and then just get General, and maybe that something to 1v1 matchup with the Tide.
Yep, I think that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
I still think Beastmaster's sick. The double aura strat now.
Yeah, I think Beast could be a big factor. I'd be a bit surprised if Newbee doesn't ban it though.
Yeah, that lockdown would be fantastic.
Because lockdown is
a queen.
I mean, triple aura.
Dire team back.
So for Newbee,
Brew.
We need our big physical damage dealer as a 5th pick.
Yeah.
Mugi, Ursa's still on the table for Mugi. Although I don't feel it's as good against this Na'Vi lineup. Gets kited.
They banned Brew though. What do they want?
10 seconds remaining.
They're not just going to pick Monkey King, are they?
On Na'Vi?
5 seconds.
Newbee, you mean?
Yeah. They do like doing that sometimes, don't they? And I don't know if I really like it, but I feel like it may be one of those heroes that they're comfortable with and want to go for.
I can actually see that, yeah. They need somebody to, like, gap close a little bit. Well, they have a couple of those already, of course, but they need some major damage real quick.
About Gyro. I said it last time, but
Gyro could be good, too.
This time with the Ogre again, I think it looks pretty solid. Gives them a little bit of early game too, so they can fight the Ravage early on and just like guarantee some towers, or maybe they look at maybe they go for the Terrorblade themselves this time around. You get the benefit from when you use Reflection, you get the Venge aura on yourself.
I mean, so at that point,
I like it a lot.
I don't know, it can be hard though against the Magic SF. There's that point where if the SF gets ahead, he's going to have that edge on just clearing your illusions out. And
Oh, wow.
General Underlord.
That is not the hero I thought we would see.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You're not a fan, Sax?
Yeah, I've seen so many teams rely on Underlord to bail them out of a weird draft, and it never works.
They've got some nice Roche potential on the side of Na'Vi. Shadow Fiend, Venge, and Underlord. They really bring down that Roche quick with Firestorm and the minus armor.
Oh,
5 seconds.
Yeah, and Venge is probably going to have that medallion or Solar Crest up early too.
Yep. The root can be very nice against the Quap as well, if you catch her out of position.
Yeah.
These are all beautiful dreams that you're all having right now about Underlord. I ain't buying it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's a little too fancy. All right, Newbee gonna play it safe with Luna. She checks that push box.
Wow, Na'Vi's draft, huh?
That makes the tri lane a lot stronger on the side of Newbee. I think that's why they wanted it, because they have this double melee. Again, they don't want to pick a third melee hero to like limit themselves a bit. So with Luna, it does make it a lot stronger. Ugh.
I don't
really hate Underlord that much.
Owen?
I like, yet again, what Na'Vi's doing here. You know, I like what they were doing in Game 2, and I think Game 3, the Underlord sort of match with the Kunkka, with the Brunt, they're going to have that pretty good team fight between the two, and there's incredible amounts of sustain on this Underlord that can frontline. And I feel we may get to a point of the game where Newbee might actually struggle with the damage to deal with some of these heroes. As long as Dendi doesn't get destroyed in the mid lane, which I don't think it will because of the support backup, I think Na'Vi's going to take this Game 3 and take the series. I like the draft.
Newbee, they have SCCC Quap, and with an Ogre babysitting him, I have to for them.
My mind is telling me no. Na'Vi, Underlord, support Ben, but my body's telling me yes. I'm gonna go for Na'Vi again. Screw it.
You do not, in my experience, bet against an SCCC Quap. I agree with Flogged. I want to pick Na'Vi.
Am I wrong though?
But I got it.
No, so I know.
Either way, we've got a Game 3. I wanted it. You wanted it. One game for both of these teams. Tournament life. One more time over to Toby One and Blitz.
The panel is splitting. It's actually got the advantage. I'll go first so I cannot be influenced by you.
Sure.
I'm back in Newbee. I'm actually with the boys that you don't back down from a triple like SCCC, like Queen of Pain, Mugi. How hard can it be to play a Luna?
Even though I hate Dendi and Na'Vi as a whole,
Yeah.
so it's impossible really for me to guess which team is going to win. I think that Dendi can do it. I think this is a good SF game. I think the new SF2 is pretty cool, but he has to go ham for them to win this game.
Yeah.
Dendi has to have a sick game, otherwise it's very easy for Newbee to just snowball and go for the 5-mans. The Roche fight and team fight potential I think is a little bit better. I'm always really iffy when Kunkka's your 4 position because his hero fades off very quickly, Toby. He's not a BKB breaker. Once you start to get BKBs, his X, his Torrent, his bow doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
So Dendi needs to overperform in this game.
30 seconds.
But then you've also got the early pressure, right? Like you've got Crystallize to combo with Roger, Magic Missile into Torrent. That's a lot of pressure to apply to the off lane. Does KP have to be over defensive?
I think both teams
have like fight this. There's 4 heroes here. They're already going to start with the Firestorm. Connects on 3 heroes. No rolling boulder yet from Kafka. And Newbee, Na'Vi are going to back up from the rune.
Firestorm is such a funny spell.
The battle begins.
Like, don't run. Just stand there.
Gift from the goddess.
That's why you combo it, right? That's why you hit the pit.
Do you remember the Dota 1 Firestorm?
I do.
How you had to channel it and stay still, but it also hit towers. Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
It was horrible. And then he also had like corpse explosion or something. I can't remember. Somebody on Reddit or Twitter will tell me, but I think he had a corpse explosion. Like when you kill the creep, it like exploded and dealt damage. It was weird. It was a weird hero back then.
Yeah. And now we have this iteration. General will try and make it work on the bottom lane. Kaka will try and zone him out. Leaves the top lanes that duel and we're talking about the VS. Kaka's actually really trying to get General to burn through his consumables. He's got Salve as well as 2 tangos.
At least this time they didn't do the triple melee safe lane. That was rough. Them losing that lane. The problem is like if you devote 3 heroes to 1 lane and you lose it, then the game is because they were able to win 2 different lanes.
General on the wrong side, rolling boulder, he'll dodge it wonderfully. Mugi still wants to focus on the CS, however, and they're trying to keep General away from the wave.
And he swerved the shit out of that. Our mid lane is going relatively even, which is of course beneficial to SF. Is that triple race so much?
He got him! Brains out level 1 combined with the last base attack of Snako. And that's
the new SF. That's a lot of damage.
Where's that Corbane's? Where's the Corbane gone?
Oh man. The first time I got hit by that, I had 200 health, and I think I got hit by the last raise and I just died, and Black was watching me play and he's like, that is so absurd. But it's still the same SF, like you still die pretty easily when you die. He's trying to steal the bounty rune by accident.
Step lively now.
He was going for the creep tonight?
The mind games.
Dude, come on, you already do the bounty rune. That is so greedy to go back for the creep tonight. And he even goes to the taunt.
Roger, playing with confidence. Snako playing with death. Nightmare will protect him a quick blink away.
He overjumps
from SCCC. Yeah, he jumping down a long way after burning his salve. But Roger also arrived in mid. Maybe this is where he's gonna get X'd. Goodbye, General.
You thought who was gonna get X'd?
CCC.
Oh, okay.
With Kunkka rotating in towards the mid.
Yeah, that
might have been the reason for the blink.
I didn't think he did it for no reason. If he was committing to a kill, he would be different. He wasn't.
Magic Missile Torrent. They're still 2 points up in Kraken Shell. And then following Anchor Smash, KP's gonna be dragged back by the X on spot General. No Magic Missile yet. Still on cooldown for the moment.
It's really hard to kill them.
Been like SCCC. The blink away. Snake goes low. Faith and Kaka working together. Now find the kills. I say kills, plural, when it's actually just a singular kill.
Dendi needs mana right now. If he has mana, they can contest this lane, but they've still done very well for themselves. Bane plus Shadow Fiend is a very hard combo to trade hits with.
There goes the mana with Faith Ignite.
They have 3 heroes mid right now, similar to last game, and yet they're still losing the lane pretty hard. Like Na'Vi is, with these two heroes, pretty easily dominating it. The bottom lane though is going very well for them. The top lane is going quite nice for Newbee. So there's almost always some kind of trade. If you lose 3 lanes in a game like this, it's really hard to win toes.
Yeah. I'm wondering though if Newbee is that sad about their offlane. Yeah, okay, he's got 13-5, getting his levels up and running, so the Tide, he will be effective. Crystallize's early attack is quite useless against the Tide Hunter.
I think they're going to be really happy. Like, they're going to lose mid, and they have lost mid, but
they win the side lanes.
Yeah, they win the side lanes, they're okay with that. The goal in Dota is always to win at least 2 lanes, and mission accomplished. If you win 3rd, that's just cherry on top.
Yep. That episode was almost the next generation nightmare preparing against Queen of Pain Roger. Well, if you can see it and the razors, but then the kick from Kaka, trying to create space to get this on to SF, but then one more attack. Roger bringing down SCDC, but then he will go down. Kaka, as you said, he's on speed. Running back to the tier 1 tower, so a 1-for-1 trade-off. This is support, however, from Newbee. Benefit from the experience and the kill on the SF.
Mid for mid. The Shadow Fiend, though, was there for the last hit on the Queen of Pain, and this is the roughest start that I've ever seen SCCC have, especially on this hero. Signature hero for him.
It's not like he's playing a TN. Here we go again, Nightmare. And, well, Faith takes the Nightmare off him, so they can follow up. Roger, X marks the spot. Not quite certain if this is really going to help him out. He's low on life thanks to the Shadow Strike.
He can't commit, though. Not when Dendy has 2 raises up.
Yeah.
I think if he hit the second one, maybe they would have committed for that on the uphill, but wasn't able to get it. And so much of the action has been centered around this mid lane for both teams, which is why we haven't really talked about the side lanes too much.
We really haven't. Like, we keep touching it every now and then. Like, both sides are kind of like Newbee's happy with the top because he's getting levels on the Tide. Crystallize is just going to catch up, but he needs to work with somebody. They're going again towards the mid, then he will walk back. But it's this bottom lane, the 13-10 CSing Boogie, who's almost level 6, that Roger and Snake are going to finally try and do something about. X marks the spot, the torrent's being prepped. Here comes the Ogre. DP's going to come quick, but there's so much nuke damage into the trees. He has salve, but Na'Vi Crystallize. He's able to get the wave of terror off, getting involved in the fight, getting a double kill. And that's the movement you were looking for. Tide did not come in time to lend that Ravage of his. He didn't have it. He only just hit 6 on the top.
Solo mid my ass. It's the tri-lane. It's the new tri-lane without any pull camps.
He's gonna keep with the times now, man. Like,
if somebody brings 2 over, well, you didn't think it was that easy.
Gonna go with the cool kids up.
Soon the offlaner will not. It's like the year is 2018. There's no offlane anymore. It's just a 4-on-4 mid. He's going for the torn. He hits it. Cancels the salve.
This is not what SCC wanted.
Man, Roger, I don't know if they're gonna win, but he's gonna win the award for most spiteful. He's made a lot of hating plays.
Well, he's tracking down Faith, but Kafka's nearby. So is Snako that looks for the kick. Support rotates over Boogie with Lizard Beam, and Roger will get punished for his insolence. Snako, Nightmare onto the Luna. They want to keep her up. It's Lizard Beam control, but it's also that bonus damage he brings in, and the Eclipse will pop off. Snako goes south, Crystallize. Okay, the creeps get hit by the beam. Faith's got Ignite to land, doesn't want to burn the mana for it. Newbee, one more Loosen Beam. Snako, yeah, you can't juke that.
There's nowhere to go to. As the offlaners now against each other here. And despite all this trades, for a second it looked like it was pretty advantageous for Na'Vi. It's actually Newbee that holds the gold lead because this Tide is rushing up at top.
Yeah.
He has more farm than the Ventrals for it does comes last hit.
See his lack of desire to be involved in the team fights. He doesn't even level on level 7. Yeah, they're going up.
Very nice.
That kick is good from Kaka, creating some space. And now switching around to the Torrent kick there, and here comes Moogie. A quick Lucid Beam. Snako, well, you brought back in SCDC, but Snako now surrounded by 4 heroes of Newbee. Blink into the kill, secure with the scream and the silence.
He's getting low.
Crystallize swapping at Dendy, letting raise one. Moogie's so low, the one just the 3-man code from Roger. Let this man coat him in moisture. Newbee wants to back up. They've lost 2. They're still looking for more faith. No real stun, and Dendy even gets a regeneration rune to just put the icing on the cake. What is this lock? It's like Ice Rock wants Na'Vi to be back.
I love Dota so much. I can't even believe that sequence of events. They actually brought 4-on-4 mid. You just gotta keep upping the stakes until one team plays chicken. Which offlaner will flinch first and come mid?
I have 4 4s. What have you got on me? 5 5s? I don't agree.
This quad lane on quad lane action is it's entertaining.
Will be there. He's got the bonus damage with the scream. Dendy, does he turn around for the raises? Right now, he just wants to survive. Support's going to be there. X marks spot. Pull him back in. There's no current follow-up, so Carp will be fine. Hey, but here comes Underlord. No. He'll pull out the last moment and just be happy.
But KP also.
Yeah.
He also canceled his.
And they did.
Yeah, they're... Bring everyone.
You pull out your offlaner, we'll pull out our offlaner. All right.
Kind of like weird.
Here we go again. Spot into stun. He's trying to get the eclipse off. There's more one charges available into the strange thread. Needs the life and quick lose and beat, but X marks spot. Moogie, where do you go from here? The wand is up. Salve is available. He's burning it off. He's create the space. Wave of Terror cancel the Salve. And
around the corner.
No! He dies. Crystallize got the attack off, and now they're bringing up again. The Torrent will connect. Crystallize and Roger, if they got what it takes up the hill. Xbox and Wave. From Roger, we're going to change his broadsword into a scalpel.
You don't need stuns to make these plays, apparently. You don't even need to X people. Okay, I
keep rolling with the punches.
I don't feel like they should have half these kills. They are definitely overperforming their lineup right now.
Newbee's going to toss the top lane, so if Na'Vi want to try this, bring 3 heroes to the top, they have to battle into Ravage. Eclipse is down, but you still have a buffed up Luna, so they don't go for it, they go towards mid. Here comes Tide, 5 heroes coming towards the mid. Rolling Boulder, finding Dendy Karka. He'll turn on the Magnetize, gets the kick off. They want Dendy down to Fiendra. They control the CDC. He can't get the Sonic Wave off. KP hits 3 people with the Ravage. Snako in the river, Roger behind the tower. They're jumping down, looking for the kill, and Snako brains have given the life back that he lost previously. And Karka and KP have to work together. Karka gets the kick in. Snako, no! And he gets the deny. Roger! What is this? The pirate betrayal!
Hits the torrent in his face. Leads up with that. I feel like we're over talking it, but is it even enough at this point?
I'm sorry, you can create all the red threads you want. Bias towards Roger, bias towards his plays. Woo!
Roger is...
I love it.
This is... I mean, I kind of insulted Kunkka and I said I wasn't a huge fan of this hero. And now I will happily eat those words. But you saw what Newbee did. They brought their offlaner this time. They were like, 4 wasn't enough. We need to bring 5. This is the formula right now. Is how this game, I guess, is going to go.
Isn't this the start of like what happens in the Korean Dota world? Let's see this again. So Snako, the run uphill, missed chance as well on attack, and then Roger.
Radiant are scanning.
Just bonks him on the head. Na'Vi. This is such a blistering pace that both teams are setting right now. 15 kills in 12 minutes, non-stop action around this mid lane. Nobody's even trying to grab towers. The only tower so far that's been taken in this game is this bottom one when Crystallize rotated for the 2nd time.
Well, Crystallize has an invis rune, so he's looking for his opportunity. Snako. Fiend's Grip still on cooldown for the moment. Faith and Karka are the ones nearby. Rolling Boulder up. He rolls into Roger. Goes for the quick silence. Faith will die, or will he? He'll get the over onto Crystallize, keeping him out in the fight. Here comes your X-Mark ship torrent right onto the Earth Spirit. They keep him in place with the Fiend's 2. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but a kill's a kill. And a kill to follow is also a kill. So 2 kills.
Not a lot of transitions. They are going to head towards top instead of this mid lane. It's a little bit too difficult for them to go for that. Connect to your offlaner who's incredibly strong. As much as this Tidal Drift farm, General's done the same thing. He's starting to build very tanky right now.
Dire's middle tower
has a lot of levels on him too. All 3 cores from from Na'Vi right now in the Prospering. I said from Dendy, but it might as well be because they're just playing this 4-on-4 mid game. Now General even comes over here. Let the More game to commence.
Oh, and another torrent, just for good measure.
Your admiral is on
Okay,
board.
this VS. Crystalline's gonna have himself a Shadow Blade pretty soon.
Yes, he needs killing items right now. He just needs to pick off. I don't think he trusts in his ability to scale with this hero because he doesn't have the ability to flash farm. So you need to kill. Like, this hero was built to kill. 4 levels of stun. A lot of burst damage coming out. Dendy's in a similar position. He can be your frontliner if you need. He'll be your building hitter. This Venge just needs to go around the map killing.
Right now, they're preparing themselves for the next engagement. And he simply needs to apply that overclock out so we can have the extra strength before the fight
Step
begins.
lively now. Your admiral is on board.
What a lively tune.
You just taunt away, friend.
Danny's gonna get a regen rune to bottle up. Okay, yeah, I suppose you may as well.
2k lead though for Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Even though I said Na'Vi, I did think that Newbee had the more well-balanced lineup.
Yeah.
But Na'Vi definitely making some good moves.
Radiant's
but they
middle
have to keep
tower
this
is
momentum
under
going.
attack.
Here
And
comes
team
the
fights,
Radiant
team fights are going to be
structures
difficult for them,
are
Toby. Like, imagine a full-on team fight from Newbee. The strength of their lineup with the Stream of Pain to her Sonic Wave. They've got
Dire's
Ravage,
top tower
Luna
is
Eclipse.
under
They have tons of AoE team fight.
And if they can keep the control up long enough, then the physical
Radiant's
damage from
middle
Luna
tower
can
is
start to
under
arrive
attack.
as well.
Yes.
Moogie will finish up the top tower, rotating in from Newbee. They smoked all the way from the top lane.
Na'Vi beat this.
Confirmed this tier 1 tower is low. As you said, Na'Vi in the trees, rolling bottom forward, crystallized low. The kick! It catches a general in the back lines. They're holding at the moment the Ravage because they know they can kill a crystallized general. They'll put in the pit. Can he get away? KP able to get over the pit of malice to keep the chase going. Ravage is still available. General triggers up the pipe, and here we go once more. KP,
Radiant's middle
keep
tower
that battle
has
going.
been
Dendy
denied.
has already burnt the regeneration rune.
Still an awkward fight.
Want to fight? Like, they've got Eclipse, they've got Ravage. You just don't have Magnetize.
Na'Vi should be very fearful of this right now. It's 4v5. Their one position is dead. Ravage is king of fights right now. No way that they want to take this engagement. So they're just going to back off and reset things a little bit. And Na'Vi, even though they want to keep the momentum going, these 5-on-5 fights, I do not think will go favorably for them.
Step lively now.
They can
Your admiral is on board.
for now. But lanes start to settle down. This farm rate's going to start to increase with the Mask of Madness completed over on the Luna bottom. SCCC, the save is coming in from Karka, getting the silence.
he wants
the
the
bait. Brain Stab, he can't reach him. Karka, Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston.
The cavalry has
Protects him for now, Faith.
He just canceled his TP.
Faith's going to be near here. Karka starts to retreat. 17-1 charges available. General will arrive on the back of his Dark Rift. They're bringing in the numbers once more while the Mask of Madness boys play up in their set box on the top lane.
That was the slowest Uber of all time. He just teleported right in front of his face. What did you think would happen? He was going to run away, of course. The channel time for it took so long, and Na'Vi, they're going to reset things a little. I think this is how they have to play it. They have to force Newbee to play very reactionary, move around the map, allow their course to just out-farm them. So far, so good.
Yeah, but things are starting to arrive for Newbee. The mech is coming out to the Tidehunter now. The Shadows is on the way. The Yasha has arrived for the Luna. So the sustain for Newbee's team fight's looking a lot better.
Yes.
They still don't have that perfect jump initiation, but the positioning of Karka has made up for that.
The team fights are still rough for them.
They're in Roshan. The wave
They
of
might have
terror.
seen the wave.
They saw the wave of terror. They know they're in Roshan.
They're pinging. They need everybody.
Negative armor. This is going to take forever. Snako is brain zapping to keep up alive. The pings it. Here comes your kick. It
He catches both.
And he actually gets both. Turns to the magnetize. The sonic wave. It ripples out to the vein. SCCC instead of finish the job. The boat very ineffective. Another V who was shaken like a rock. Back into the dire world, and it's now Newbee who go into Roshan. Na'Vi, their turn to fight. X marks the spot. They want to bring back in Faith. Actually, it's a pit on 3 with the follow-up Hellfire. Roshan's just like, what the hell is going on? Who's knocking on my front door?
Game 1, absolute stomp for one side. Game 2 goes the other way. This Game 3 is so nail-bitingly close right now. Both teams have an opportunity. Neither of them willing to give up this Roche area.
Yeah.
But I don't think
want to fight now. Like,
yeah, Newbee want to take that fight. They just can't take Roshan themselves very easily. But Na'Vi
You
gonna
got
walk
Ravage and
right
Mech.
back in.
You got Ravage and Mech. Karka is waiting. They have the Observe Ward up on the hillside, dire side of that mid-river. 9th time. And a slip from Tidehunter. The kick connects onto the bait with Loser Beam. Snake tries to brain that to get a little little bit more life. They try and put him into the Shadow Ambulance. Nowhere to hide. Here comes your ship once more. They want to fight this one out. Mugi gets hit pretty hard. KP, he's got the Mega Bubble. He's going to voice down. But General, here's your Ravage. Crypt needs some space. Into the Eclipse. Underlord will tank a lot of it, but not all of it. They swap Mugi in. Denny will come a couple, but then the Rages bringing down the Luna. Roger once more, looking for the turret, looking to come through the rear. X marks spot, it's on to KP. He's got no mana, but thanks to some from Faith, then he can't follow through with the raises. He's got all three ready as Kaka rolling boulders outside of the pit.
Kaka's almost out of stones. There's no Ravage, no Eclipse now, and I think Na'Vi, they might just reset for this and go right back in once all the heroes are up. They're probably going to wait for this Pit Lord. And Newbee, they're loath to give this up. They thought that fight would have been a lot more heavily in their favor, but they blew both the ultimates just to find the Pit Lord. Not nearly enough to justify that cost. And Na'Vi, indeed, they're waiting around this area. They don't have these huge cooldown spells to wait for, Toby. They can just walk right in.
They can, but they don't look to have the confidence for it.
They're waiting on their Pit Lord.
Yeah. Waiting on the Pit Lord. Requiem of Souls being down for Dandy also means you don't have this for the fight.
I think you still go in for it right now. You shouldn't be afraid right now. There's no stones too on the Earth Spirit.
Could observe ward up on the hill. Na'Vi have really great vision of what's going to happen unless someone there. There's a sentry ward, so goodbye observe ward. KP walking close. He's got both Hood as well as Mech. That's a very tanky Tidehunter. The torrent connects on the Queen of Pain. As ECC, he's got the ultimate available. He has to hit really hard to make this work. Tide staying inside the pit. The Kaka, three-man silencing kick. It's slowing things down. A minute until Ravage is back off cooldown, but Roshan at 1200 HP. They want to finish the job. Dendy getting back doesn't help with this. They're coming in once more as General tries to be the front liner. He's trying to find it. In they go, rolling boulder. Kaka, the three-man star once again. Sonic Wave, it's so hard. And DDC hit by the Requiem Souls. Roshan great. Roshan, it's done by the Radiant. Moving as the Aegis to the Immortal. After all of this, Newbee will be almost all dead. KP, he's brain set down. Mugi's alive, but not for much longer. He begins the run. 16-1 charges. They pull back in again. Mugi will go down. And while Roshan goes the way of Newbee, the fight goes to Na'Vi.
That was the most absurd thing that I've seen around a Roche fight. All 8 heroes were right-clicking Roshan in tandem, trying to be the team to grab it, and Newbee was successful, but Na'Vi ends up with a big prize, completely wiping them without any of those big ultimates. Newbee, they were so helpless around that area.
Man, I kind of want to watch just that moment.
There's just so many heroes hitting that Roshan. They were all spam clicking on the ground. It was like some sort of mutual, let's take down this raid boss, every man for themselves.
You know what this reminds me of? Finding Nemo, where they're all just sitting there going, mine, 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 mine. And who got the fish? It was still Mugi.
It's kind of beautiful to watch, though. You know, they all work together. It's the spirit of harmony. Dota is truly a global game.
What is it's like Snap, right?
Worthy
this game is honestly this is my favorite game that I've casted in a really long time.
It's not over yet. The difference is still, it's under 1,000 gold, the difference. The experience is only 2k the way of Na'Vi. We're going to start to build into the new items now. Orchid has arrived up for SCCC. He'll have his control available. There's, I believe, Kaka going in for the Yule Scepter. General, he's got the mechanism back in the stash. He needs to bring it out to himself.
Blessings upon
Crystallize, he's working on his BKB. Kunkka, well, hey, why not? He's going to go for a Vlad's.
Despite Newbee losing that fight, it still feels like their team fight is superior. It still feels like there's this moment where they should be able to win one of these fights and just roll Na'Vi over. Na'Vi is doing a very good job of engaging, disengaging, being smart about how to take these fights. And they're going to have to continue to do so, because this is one of those razor edge games where if they tempt fate a little bit too hard and they lose a fight, it's going to swing way too hard the other way. But Na'Vi have done a very good job so far. They're controlling the game at a decent pace. They're going to trade these tier 2 towers.
This will be a little bit easier for Newbee to push back out once they have the Manstar Luna. And it looks like Newbee are going to try and push the top lane a little bit harder. They don't have the Luna with them. They don't want to come to this. But
Dire's top tower.
Remember game 1 when no one was there to defend? It's exactly the same situation. It's the only lane where Newbee can attack a tier 3 tower, because Na'Vi still hold tier 1 and tier 2 in their mid and bot lane.
But Pit Lord gonna TP out. Denny just continuing to farm Ancients. He really wants. wants to BKB. In that previous engagement, he just got blown up so hard. Wants to try to reset things a little bit. And both teams one game away from getting points into this major.
Yeah, that top 4 position. Winner of this will play up against Evil Geniuses. But major points worth so much more than the minors. So it's worth it if you can grab it. Roger, looking to grab it.
There's a lot of heroes here.
Rolling boulder forward. They'll send him up.
Lord needs to TP now.
Here's the kick, follow through. And the nightmare. It can stop a little bit the attack.
BKB.
Here she flies out. He'll hit on 4 heroes.
Roger's still alive.
The ship will fly forward. It goes over the top of Na'Vi. They have their mech from General. They'll sustain for the moment. Dendy's BKB is already popped. The only casualty of war so far is the Admiral. But they'll turn for more. Lucent Beam slowing down Snako. Crystallize into Invis. More dust charges available, however, but they're crystallized. Turns into the Yule Scepter. Karka's alive. He's rolling away. But Dendy's attack will stick with it. The pit of mountains is down. It's a cage fight. It's a pit fight. And Na'Vi want to go further. Snako will fall as he is going in deep. He wants crystallized, but General's like, please attack me. Newbie's saying no. They want to go for the real hero. They want crystallized, and they've got him.
And General
is working in the trees.
Faith looking
with
for him.
Breeze, a leaf on the wind, General. Watch how you saw.
He's got no teleport. He's desperately trying not to move. Now he's cutting his way up, trying to find an angle. He's even going to go for the pit. Has plenty of health left.
Now they know there's no one that can catch him.
They're pinging him like crazy, but just fight after fight right now. And that one, I don't even know who's really the victor. I guess because the Vengeful Spirit side, it might...
If we go off gold as well as experience, there is no victor.
There's nobody won.
It's an even trade.
Everything was used. It felt like 10 heroes died, but in fact, like 1 person died on each team.
Conquer and VS for Na'Vi and the ES for Victor.
Yes. Feels like there should be a lot more, but...
It really does.
I like that both teams are not willing to back down. Oftentimes in Dota, you play the positioning game, Toby. You try to move people around so that you always start the fight with a numbers advantage. Yeah. But both teams are like, nah. Like, that's not what we're about. We're going to just butt heads until somebody comes out on top. And Na'Vi, they're sitting behind Dendy.
Here they go once again.
No Ravage.
The front lines. As you said, there is no Ravage, but there's a full pipe. There's a full mech. Snake will begin this with the Nightmare onto the Tidehunter. Where's the follow-up? Torrent's there for Karka. The back line. There's a 3-man kick. The first silence. They'll pull in tight. He got the pipe off. Mech charge as well. KP to the trees, but that won't happen. He's down for a minute, but the split push is there. SCCC is at the pressure on the top left, building that money up to the BKB. The Na'Vi will take this mid. With Ravage now coming off cooldown, it won't help because Tide's still dead.
Yeah, Newbee.
But you bloodlust the tower.
They probably have to back from this. Na'Vi at least want to try to force something.
He meant to actually cast that fit of balance.
I don't think so either, but we're going to walk up and start hitting on the tower. And they have good tower hitting. They even get the swap.
Hold him into it. Faith got quickly sunned up by the last tick of the pit of balance. But SCCC, he's picking down the tier 3 tower.
He's doing more right now.
It's going to be a straight up for tier 3 to tier 3. Here comes your silence onto the Conquer. He can't do much more. And Karka's in the neighborhood. He's ready to fight it. Roger wants to do it back. Roger, he's grabbing Karka. The mid melee ranks was taken.
He's going to time it.
He'll hit the torrent. The ship will fall through his ball. Karka needs to survive. One charge is a 3-man kick. Rolling balls available, but he was dying to the urn. 1 charges were available, but he didn't get out in time while the Luna was pushing the bottom lane in. So a tier 3 for a tier 3 in mid ranks, but that range is almost dead on top.
And SCCC tries to go for the trade. At first, he did take the tower, like, pretty speedily, but then everybody from Na'Vi chips in. They even managed to get the Dark Rift back. They saved their own racks. No trade available for them. Racks for nothing. They didn't have to commit any buybacks. Not that they had one, but... Not the worst thing in the world for Newbee, but pretty decent trade so for Na'Vi. Yeah. Although, that only leads to a 1k lead for them. After all is said and done.
Now we have more targets to look at. It's not just Roshan. Both teams can start destroying shrines. And everyone can battle over these positions instead.
Yes, fight on fight on fight. Yeah. Just continue to battle.
And Newbee's looking for it. They've got their big magical burst damage available, both Eclipse and Sonic Wave.
They got
up and running in both. Actually, not a level 3 yet for SCCC, but they're looking for their target. Crystallize. He'll find Moogie over in the dire jungle. Hit Lord, he's on his way. There's your swap. Crystallize wants to start Fade. Gets There's the stun, no multicast, but these kicks, damn, Kaka living up to his football name is keeping Na'Vi at base. They cannot get the chain stones, the chain control. But SCCC feeds grip bottom lane. Dendi and Snako teaming up perfectly. Down goes the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, very nice trap. He didn't expect him to be there. Anticipated the entirety of Na'Vi to be at top, and Roger gonna run into KP here. Not the easiest target to take down, and he's just gonna hightail it out of there.
Yep. BKB's just arrived for the Luna. So you got BKB now on both Mugi as well as on SCCC.
Yeah, punching into exact entire creep wave here.
They're
at
coming
the top area. They're trying to hold on.
Crystallize has gone invis again. There's a sentry ward nearby. Faith is the closest one. Here comes the X-Mark spot. Looking to pull Faith back in again. There's Mugi, and he pulls Mugi in. So they're both there for the race, but they're Kak! Kaka! The three-man side of Faith will die as Pitlord comes in. Wonderful ability, right? That Firestorm.
Very good.
Has been. And goodbye, Faith. But that's really lucky. Mugi didn't burn the BKB. Stayed alive, regenerates back up again, and they're ready to fight with the Tide Ravage.
Still, Na'Vi is outmaneuvering them hard. That 1k lead now turns into a 4k lead. Roshan is up at the same time. They can take this very quickly, and it'll be super obvious when Newbee makes the rotation over. There's no shrine for them to teleport to either.
No.
And Na'Vi still have their tier 1 mid, so if they lose this fight, any hero, they can just buy back and get back into this and just try to cement the game.
But there's Mantra illusions to scout out Roshan, so Newbee don't have to go in fully blind.
They're holding the area though, but it's hit.
It holds them back. Roshan, 1000 HP, 700, 100, and they've got it for Aegis and Cheese. Aegis into Dendi. Cheese on the Crystallize, and they're going in for the fight. SCCC, he's going to BKB up, which gets him out of the torrent ship. X combination. But that means now BKB is down while Na'Vi is looking to push up.
Yes. Now they have Aegis and Cheese. Dendi is very strong right now. Didn't have to commit his own BKB. General finds the very nice angle to hold them all out. Hit a Malice. Hang off there. And Na'Vi probably go for their second set as Taka trying to cut the wave a little bit too late. SCCC trying to force this bottom wave in. He doesn't have a BKB, so his team fight's very limited. And I think this is Na'Vi's go time.
Can still TP back, so it's fine. But here comes your pit once again. General very early with this, just so they can push up high ground. The mid lane's not really close enough for it for the tier 3 tower. Copping damage, smoke up from Newbee. They want to do the old wrap around, and there's your swap. It puts him. Queen of Pain in the mist. 5 minutes, he's out of blink out. They get the Suns in the back. They're looking for Snake. Ravage! He gets it off! A 4-man stun! There's a 1-for-1 trip. Still double kill, holding the high ground. The real Anakin here looks for the kill, but SCCC, he blinks away in time. And he's able to fall. The Aegis Immortal will pop, and he wants to go for more. X marks the spot. SCCC, BKB just in case. Na'Vi back to the fighting front lines. They want that tier 3 tower down. The buyback comes in from Kaka. He's ready to roll. There's no Ravage. There's no Sonic Wave. There's no Eclipse. And there's no Titan. In a second, they can't get the last one of damage until it's dragged back in by the X-Mark. Kaka trying to create space, but still KP will fall. The melee rack is alive. Newbee wants to come in for another battle. The magic missile, X-Torrent ship. Here she awful towards the Mounted Panther. Down she falls. General with the double kill. They want more. Kaka pin it up. They can't really do much more in CCC. All they can do is watch his support die as General gets a triple kill. Newbee with no buybacks. They call GG. Na'Vi eliminate Newbee from the Dream League Season 8.
Unbelievable. Previous perfect one. Na'Vi advance.
Points for the